I've got one boy, Bill, who is 2 years and 1 month today. So he's, more to come, but he's a very good start. Oh, I mean, where do you start? I mean, the fact that you've got this little human being, and I guess the first two, I've only experienced the first 2 years, but to see things in him, luckily to date, only the good things that he's got from me. I mean, there's stuff that he loves to eat and do, and everyone looks at him and they go, "Oh, we know where he got that from." He loves engines, and he'll get on the computer before he goes to bed. He goes, "Daddy, before bed, I want to see a V8 tractor." I mean, I don't necessarily like V8 tractors, but I like engines, and he just loves some of the things, but his own spin on it, a V8 tractor. Who would have thought YouTube would have lots of V8 tractors? But he loves V8 tractors, and he got that from me. But there's so many things about him that I look at and other people look at and go, "Well, he's definitely my son." Probably thinks I'm more like him than an adult, and I have to make a bit of an effort to every now and then I pull myself up and think, "Okay, Jack, you're Bill's dad, you're not his friend." I've heard of, there can be trouble if parents are too much like friends and not enough like dads. So sometimes I have to, stop just having such a good time when we're playing together, because often it's things that I like doing as well. There are things he likes doing that I don't like doing. There's stuff I do that he doesn't like doing, but most of our time together is spent doing stuff that we both like to do. So, one of the challenges I think is I've got to maintain that dad relationship rather than just being his 40-year-old playmate. Actually, I'm probably behaving more like his 2-year-old playmate or his 18-month-old playmate. I think my role as a father is to give him, Bill, and any kids to come, the kids that will come, just every opportunity to be the best that they can be, without putting a lot of pressure on him. It might be her in the future, but hopefully he will remain a he. But could be girls in the future. But just letting them do what they really want to do, giving them every support, and giving them all the love they need. And these days you have so many different people telling you different things. And I think it's important to take a lot of advice, throw out 99% of it and just do what you think the right thing to do is. Yeah, I mean, teaching Bill what's right and wrong. I mean, look, there's some easy bits, say food and what's right and wrong. I just say, "Mate, this is flathead, it is fantastic," and he loves flathead. He loves vegetables. I think, that there's a lot of imitation that goes on. So if Bill sees me eating a hamburger and chips and drinking a Coca-Cola, it's a bit hard to tell him to eat flathead and vegetables. So I think the best thing you can do to teach your child, son or daughter, right and wrong is to lead by example. And Bill sees me eating a hell of a lot of flathead and salmon and vegetables and coconut, and occasionally other people will be eating some junk food, and I'll refer to that as, I say, "Mate, that's crap. We don't like eating crap," and maybe that's, he'll walk around and go, "Oh, that's crap, that's Coca-Cola, that's crap." So I think it's a bit of education, but far more important is by leading by example. And we don't have soft drink in the house, and he might spend too much time on the iPad. I mean, wow, what an invention that is! The fact that you've got this 2-year-old, everyone who's 18 months old, and he's swiping the screen to turn it on, and clicking the icons and the apps and playing Old MacDonald Had a Farm and clicking on the app. But I say, "Mate, like this morning, beautiful morning," I said, "Do you want to play on the phone or are we going to go to the beach?" And he said, "Phone." And I looked outside and said, No, mate, sun's out. I think we're going to the beach." And he said, "Oh yeah, I think go to the beach." And we had an hour down there this morning and loved it. So you've got to, and I've got to watch myself too. I tend to spend a little bit too much time at home on the computer, but I say to Bill, "Mate, Daddy's working." So it's not like I'm playing video games, I am actually working, and he respects that I need to work. And as soon as he sees a shirt with buttons going, "Oh, Daddy's going to work." So it's just your behaviour. You've got to, if you want them to do a certain thing, you've got to do that same thing as well.
Yeah.
That's what they love. I mean, hopefully after this get down to the icebergs and take him down there. I mean, all through winter, I'll say, "Mate, you want to go for a swim?" "Yeah, swim. Get down there. Water's 15 or 16. I'll say, "Mate, do you think it's going to be cold or warm?" And he looks at the sun and goes, well, warm, gets in, oh, a bit cold. And he'll take his little toy, he'll throw the toy in the deep end, so I'll jump into the big pool, I'll get it. I'll say, no, it's not cold anymore, it's now warm. And, you know, he gets in, he can't breathe for a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds. And, but yeah, if I said, mate, go in the water and I didn't, he wouldn't do it. But I guess if Bill sees me in the water and he knows that it is physically cold, but I guess if Dad's in there deep diving for the duck and the donkey and the peacock or whatever he's throwing in the bottom, then it can't be too bad. I look like I'm having a good time.